What is going on, everybody, and welcome. There's a lot happening just this month alone, January 2024, and tomorrow, just hours away, we got another one. So you gotta be prepared for this. Now, what in the world are we talking about? Legal fights. Ooh, Coinbase and the SEC. By now, you must be aware. You could be aware, but I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know by the end of this video. Why? I think it's time for the SEC to take another L. We know Ripple with the CEOs, right? The chief executives, they got away with everything, which is good. Now it's just pending a couple of little things, details for Ripple. Then we have obviously the Bitcoin ETF approvals that Gary Gensler was like, I don't endorse Bitcoin, but it was still a W for Bitcoin and institutions adoption. Now, Coinbase. Why? Well, the chief legal officer said 4 hours or so ago, ready. Judges don't always share a bond, but they often do when their service is tied in some way. We are going to have a lot of discussions, everybody, because tomorrow is one of the most impactful, according to Dan, right? Cardano guy, one of the most impactful and important days in the crypto history as Coinbase and the SEC oral arguments start taking place. I mean, it could change a lot of things, guys. We know that the price of BTC, crypto as a whole, altcoins, not moving much. We're still under 1.7 trillion. A lot of people are concerned, drops in price, crashes, whatever. You know my position, so you've been watching the videos today. I keep a long-term bullish outlook, but I know anything can happen, and we can go down a little bit, and then under 40. Guys, whatever happens, not only we have this, but at the end of January, we have the FOMC meeting. So if things don't go the way we want, do expect some major volatility down. Let me tell you the full story, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on those notification bells because this starts very soon. Coinbase is poised to argue with the SEC over whether. So here's the main meat of the situation. Its business model is violating US law. Now, remember what happened with Binance.us. I mean, they literally closed everything, guys. Like, it was nasty, right? How the SEC persecuted Binance.us. Obviously, everybody got charged. Everybody got, in quotes, retribution. CZ, Binance.us, the whole deal. But now Coinbase, like I use Coinbase, you use Coinbase, everybody uses Coinbase, Coinbase effect, the Coinbase listing. I mean, I think that's really what it's affecting a lot of Americans. And just my legal opinion, Coinbase is going to be fine. It should be fine. So sadly, spending more US taxpayer dollars. A federal judge in New York will hear at length for hours oral arguments in this case. So if you guys are not working for some reason and you want to spend some quality time, because there's going to be people breaking this down on Twitter and on YouTube, well, I'll do it. So tomorrow, the crypto industry will see whether the decision about throwing out the SEC case will help or hurt its momentum against the regulator. So Coinbase, I mean, at some point, it's now suing back the SEC saying, come on, I mean, you haven't provided enough information. How do we file everything? Because that was one of the reasons why, Coinbase was like, come in, file, register, but it's not as easy. The SEC just doesn't play those rules anymore where everything is open. No, they make it difficult, and oftentimes they come at you later on with, lawsuits and more fees. Coinbase is about to make its case in the federal courtroom that the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission is wrong about its legal arguments that the crypto exchange has been trading unregistered securities, that what the New York judge does next could have serious consequences. So Coinbase, in this case, is saying, come on, guys, we haven't done anything wrong, and the judge, it's not time for them to give us the yes and leave us alone. Now, the company asked a judge for this long shot to throw out the case, right? She booked for 4 hours back and forth with Coinbase and the SEC on Wednesday, an unusual depth of oral arguments such as a motion which tends to favor the government side in this kind of enforcement case. 4 hours, Coinbase versus the SEC. Here, why the SEC should dismiss this case and leave Coinbase alone, period. When the government is suing people, they usually don't lose on summary judgment motions, financial consultants said. Now, the judge could give significant momentum to either side when she rules on the motion, probably not this week. Obviously, right now it's listening, and ruling out may come later. But within the next couple of months, she'll either land in the camp of fellow Analisa Torres for Ripple. I mean, that name immediately comes here. Rule in a summary judgment that the SEC straightened some its claims about XRP of being a security, right? So Analisa Torres, the judge, which a lot of people know her, right? Very famous because saying not a security, what a win. Now, in this case, Judge Fila or so, is going to be the one deciding a lot of big things. So, guys, subscribe, turn on those notification bells. I'll keep you updated with everything because I want to know, and I think you guys should know as well. Now, the SEC interprets a key law on identifying securities known as the Howey test, and we've heard that it's antiquated and for crypto may not apply wholly. So for sure, things have changed. But Coinbase contends that the tokens being trading on its platform aren't securities if there's no formal obligation that says that the issuer owes the purchaser a share of profits or income. There it is. A big case tomorrow starts, and things are about to change very rapidly. Crypto market right now 1.70, decent. The better we do this, the higher the price, because the better chances to get more SEC cases dismissed. That's what I'm thinking, right? So each side will have 2 hours to make its case directly in front of the judge, and see if the judge isn't convinced that Coinbase has justified an early resolution. The dispute will proceed toward trial, in which case company could pursue SEC internal documents revealing conversation amongst officials whether to go or not after the exchange. This is gonna be really exciting, guys. Honestly, Coinbase arguments this week also come on the heels of the SEC capitulation in the spot Bitcoin ETF. Exactly what I was saying, right? Another loss of the SEC happening. So while that was different, legal question, the regulator was declared by a federal court to be taking an arbitrary and capricious action against the crypto firm. So Coinbase is prepared to make a similar claim here. Honestly, it should be exciting. Definitely, I'm here on rooting for Coinbase to win, and the SEC under Gary Gensler at last. I mean, we had the fake news, the scam, the hacker, right, coming at the regulator Twitter account. Obviously, most of us thought that it was an action manipulation, but at the end of the day, according to X, was a hacker. So it's time for us maybe to get a new regulator, a new chair, commissioner, and leave and let Gary Gensler leave, having someone maybe better. I mean, not super for crypto, but at least less bias. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.